Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee with Katie. As you can see, I was pretty busy today. We were running around doing some errands, so I grabbed myself a little cold brew from Starbucks. It's delicious. But if you are curious what coffee flavor we are brewing, it is spicy hot chocolate currently from Coffee Beanery. Today's video is going to be my June 2021 TBR. So the first book I want to get read this summer in June is Vicious by Ve Schwab. This is one I have been looking forward to reading for a really long time. It seems exactly like my type of trope and just my type of vibe with like villains and how they got that way and kind of morally gray characters or more villainous characters. So I'm really excited about this. I'm absolutely ashamed of myself that I have not read it sooner, but I'm going to read it in June. It's the first one up. I'm gonna do it. Another book I would like to get to in June is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, and that is the second installment in the Dark Artifices series. I've recently finished the first one, which I'm sure you'll know soon, and I'm just excited to continue with the series to see what happens. Another book I plan on reading via audiobook is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire. Recently, I read the first installment of the Wayward Children series, which was Every Heart a Doorway, and I talked to you about that and what I thought about it. And I'm just curious to see the different stories and aspects of each book as we continue the series. And they're short, they're really easy to get through, like even if you're listening to them on audiobook, which is what I'm going to be doing for most of them, they're like 4 hours long, which is really easy to get through. The next book that I think I'm going to be reading in June, because I have it on Libby, my library app, so it's an audiobook through my library, and I have it on hold, and I'm supposed to get it in 4 weeks, so I think it's gonna get here in June, and that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Black. I don't know necessarily how I'm gonna feel about this book, but it seems like something I would really enjoy. I really like serial killer documentaries and kind of catching a killer story, and I've heard this one is really popular and that people like it a lot. We'll see how I feel about it, but I'm interested to see the entire aspect of like her trying to hunt down this killer. I think that'll be really fun. I guess I didn't really describe what Vicious was about. Vicious is about two friends that basically become superheroes, but instead of using their powers for good, they use their powers for evil to become villains. So they become supervillains, and then they're kind of at each other's throats, and it kind of walks you through the timeline going back and forth to before they became villains with superpowers, and then afterwards, and they're now enemies. Another book I really want to get to this summer and hopefully in June is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. So this is the first book in the Ember in the Ashes quartet, and basically what the story is about is it's a girl trying to save her family and a soldier searching for his freedom. And so the girl's brother is kidnapped by the military, and she kind of goes undercover to this military academy to kind of bring it down from the inside. And then this soldier she ends up teaming up with because he's not a big fan of the system either, even though he's a very high ranking in this system, and just kind of there, you know, going against this oppressive world or oppressive government. So yeah, this sounds really good. I mean, obviously I bought these. I was really excited about this series. I think I'm gonna love it. My husband did recently read this and he really wants me to get to it too, and he really enjoyed it. So hopefully I can get to this soon. Another book that I really want to get to in June, I read the first and second of this trilogy, but okay, I want to read Morning Star by Pierce Brown. So I listened to Red Rising and I also listened to Golden Sun, and I'm going to be listening to Morning Star. I'm not a huge fan of this series. I really like the world, but I'm not going to get into like a whole review or anything about that right now, but I really want to get to Morning Star because I would like to finish out this trilogy and kind of know what happens. I've probably waited long enough between book 2 and book 3, so I really need to get to that, see what happens. And after that, I'll kind of decide if I want to go into Iron Age or if I just kind of want to leave the trilogy as is. But now that I said this, I want to show you my shirt from Nerdy Inc. It was $10. It was on sale for $10. I think they're usually $20, but it was on sale for $10 and I grabbed it and I love it. And it says, "Let fall the rain." And if you've read Red Rising and Golden Sun, you know what that means. So basically it's the Iron Rain is when they're coming down to like invade and attack a planet, and they're trying to retake Mars at this time. I don't want to spoil anything, but when they say "let fall the rain," it's kind of a quote that just kind of sneaks in there, but I really love that quote and I really love this shirt. So if you would like to check out Nerdy Inc., I would highly recommend it. I think they're doing some stuff with their shirts right now where they're restocking, but they've got cool pins and they do a lot of dust jackets. I think they did Harry Potter and Throne of Glass dust jackets. You want to check them out. All right, everyone, that was this super short June 2021 TBR. It's summer. It's gonna be real chill. It's gonna be real relaxed. I hope you guys have good reading plans for this summer. Stay safe. Go get some rest away from these 2 crazy years. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye.